All right, guys. We are joined here once again with Jerry Ma, the author of the Monkey King comic, to talk about a really awesome giveaway that we're going to be doing in celebration of the Lunar New Year. Jerry, welcome back to the show.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
guys, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, before we get into the
Cheers,
giveaway,
guys.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Tell us a
Hmm.
little bit about, like how Lunar New Year is celebrated.
Well, Lunar New Year, it's actually for me, it's become kind of cooler than actual New Year's Eve. I guess maybe because it's not as popular, so it's you can make reservations and you can go out, and they
Oh
don't
yeah.
triple the bill on you when you go out that night. But what I love about Lunar New Year, so typically uh, what you're supposed to eat is dumplings because in Chinese culture, dumplings kind of look like old school money, like little bricks of gold.
Oh,
So
Okay.
you're supposed to spend New Year's Eve eating dumplings, and then I believe the next day you're supposed to eat noodles for like long life and healthy life, and then on the third day you eat bok choy, which is supposed to represent like good luck.
Hmm.
The truth is, I never really cared for all that stuff. I just knew that because I happen to love dumplings. So, and it is cool that it does look like old school Chinese money. So you are supposed to load up on dumplings on Lunar New Year Eve, which is always kind of fun. And you're supposed to wear something red, even if it's like underwear. It's something that nobody's going to see, but you're supposed to have one red art like item of clothing on you on the eve of Lunar New Year.
That's awesome.
interesting.
So is Lunar New Year Eve, would that be the 31st? Or is it
Yeah,
on the 1st?
right.
Okay.
This year it's going to be on this coming Sunday. So
Okay.
New Year's is on a Monday, so that you could celebrate. So in Asia, they celebrate. I mean, in Asia in general, there's not too many holidays. We don't get like Easter and all that stuff. Even like Halloween and Christmas and Valentine's Day is pretty new to Asia. They're celebrating it because it's kind of fun, not because they really care about the actual holiday.
Okay.
So Lunar New Year is celebrated for like 2 weeks, where I mean, people will not go to work for like 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
Like you'll just, hang out, drunk, eat a lot for like 2 weeks straight, and then you go back to
Perfect.
work. Yeah, it's awesome. It's
I'm
seriously, it's
down.
so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fun. I don't celebrate most of those things that you listed out there.
So
Like,
hey, jump on the Lunar New Year
oh, yeah.
bandwagon.
Like that's all like religious like holidays, like Christmas and Easter, and then Valentine's Day is just kind of a bullshit
Well, it's a
holiday.
Hallmark holiday.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't mess with that one either. So but yeah, dude, that sounds awesome. Eat good food and get drunk for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's a holiday in the most pure sense of the definition of the word. Like it really is just spending some time with family, with friends. Uh, it typically does involve a lot of food, obviously. Like food is very much a big part of it. And of course, drinking comes with that. It goes hand in hand. Uh,
No.
Asian culture, people, they love their booze, like they love drinking and they love eating. So it really, I was just watching that Netflix special, Midnight Asia. I had to catch the Tokyo, Korea, and Taipei episodes because that's like where I like to hang out.
Yeah.
It's just funny because they kind of do the same exact episode per place. Like it's the same things, like we're all into the same stuff, like food and drinking.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Awesome. So the last time that you were on the show, Jerry, you were promoting the Kickstarter for the Monkey King, and now with this giveaway, I mean it's kind of tied into the back end of that. How did the Kickstarter end for you?
And the Kickstarter, I'm sure every other person that has done a Kickstarter, um, it's pretty stressful. There's a lot of anxiety that comes with it, but it's an amazing reward. For me, it felt extra good because we were able to, and I mean we as in everyone that contributed to this project, we were able to raise some money for Chinatown, New York. We gave red envelopes, which is another thing that's done on Lunar New Year. Uh, Essentially, a red hongbao, which is called a red envelope. That's something that you give, I think, the tradition is you receive it no matter how old you are. You receive it until you get married, and the second you get married, that's when you start giving them out.
Okay.
And you have to give it to like everyone in your family, your friends. Technically, you're supposed to give it to like if you go to, like the grocery store and there's just like a kid that working at the grocery store, you're supposed to give it to the grocery store kid and everything. Like if they're in your network of people, you're supposed to give it to everyone. It doesn't have to be loaded with like tons of cash. Sometimes it's even just you put like candy in it or something. But it's just a way of showing your appreciation for the people around you, which is another reason why Lunar New Year is so much goddamn fun, because it really is celebrating the people around you. But so with the Kickstarter, it was great because we were able during a rough time, and it's still kind of not the best here in New York, but last year at that time in particular, there was a tremendous amount of Asian hate. Asian businesses were not and still aren't doing very well, but we were able to help bring a little hope. I mean, it's not like a ton of money we gave out, but we ended up giving like $200 cash to, I can't even remember now. I think it's like 15 businesses or something like that, maybe more. I don't even remember anymore.
That's when you were on the news for that, right? Correct?
Yes. So because I was giving away stuff isn't as easy as everyone always thinks. Especially when you don't know who's giving it to you. You always think there's something wrong, like where they, what's the real motive here, So what was really fortunate for me was Roger Clark from NY1 News, which is the local news station here in New York. He came with us and recorded and kind of eased everyone that we were speaking to, like, oh, don't worry, like this is actually legit.
Yeah.
He didn't here to take anything from me. He actually does just want to give you some money.
Yeah.
But it was fun because so each business we gave money to, they were featured on the NY1 News. It went through our social media, and the best part of it was not even just giving them money, but all the people that wrote to me saying, "Oh, like I was looking for a place like that," and they started going to
helped out that business. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm not saying we saved any businesses, but I'd like to think we helped a little bit in our
absolutely.
Own way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Oh, but yeah, so getting back to the whole Kickstarter thing, Kickstarter was, I would like to think, fairly successful with it. Then you have to fulfill it, make sure everything gets out. With COVID, that was a lot harder than everyone realizes. I was very fortunate. Only 2 packages were sent back to me from overseas, and I'm still trying to get it to them. I've literally sent the package to them about 4 times now. I don't even care how much money I'm losing on it. I just want them to have it. Yeah. And they've been so cool with me because they know, like, I'm just losing a ton of money on it right at this point. But, like, I don't even care. Like, I literally just sent it out again this morning. And I was just, maybe you shouldn't even send it to us anymore. Yeah. Like, we understand how much you're doing and it's really cool. Well, I'm like, no, like, you guys are getting this book no matter what.
It is expensive. We have a listener from
the Czech Republic.
Yeah, and we were like, oh yeah, you won like some prizes, and we sent her the prizes, and we were like, God damn, that's a lot of money.
I definitely did not charge enough for shipping. Even the first time around, little did I know I was gonna have to resend like the 2 most expensive ones like 8 times.
Oh.
But now we've got the book in our hands, and for me, like I said previously last time, I don't take this for granted. I don't think it's my right. Well, it's everyone's right to create and make their own products, but it's something you still have to earn. So I am very grateful that everyone gave me the opportunity to share this project with everyone. And it's cool because now we can do cool stuff like this. We can give away some books for Lunar New Year, and we can team up with awesome guys like you and have a drink while doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Drink again to that.
So why don't we talk about a little more about what we're going to do for the giveaway then?
Sure. So since it's a Lunar New Year thing, a good luck number for the Chinese at least is the number 8. So like it's always when you get like a new phone number, you want as many 8s in it as possible,
Okay.
Because I think 8 looks like and I wouldn't know this because I can't read or write Chinese, but the number 8 kind of looks like the word good luck in Chinese. So you always want as many 8s as possible in your address, your phone number, whatever it is, your profile name, whatever.
Sure.
It would be like Chad and Jake 8888888. But since it is for Lunar New Year, it's a great time to just give away a couple copies of this book. We want to give away 8. We're gonna have 8 winners. Chad, maybe you can explain a little bit more what we're gonna try and do here.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 8 total winners. 3 grand prize winners because 3 is your lucky number, your favorite number. And with the 3 grand prize winners, let's start with just the regular winners. They're going to get a copy of the book from you. Perfect. And then going to get some stickers. Just some
stickers like
some
these.
swag from Epic Props and Jerry Mum.
And the books will be autographed as well, correct?
Sure, if that's what they would like.
That's what they like. That's what they would like.
And then from there, we'll also throw in for the 5 just regular winners, some stickers from us, lanyards, bracelets, just a whole bunch of goodie bag stuff. And then for the 3 grand prize winners, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to include the postcard set that started it all.
So they'll get, not only will they get the autographed book and the stickers, they will also get a copy of the book with the cover from Jim Chung and the cover from Jeff Darrow. Then on top of that, they will also get a set of postcards with there's cards in here. These postcards kind of mean a lot to me personally because this is what inspired this whole book. The original artwork for these postcards were used for a solo art show at Pearl River, the gallery here in Chinatown, New York, for Lunar New Year of 2020, which was the end of January. And this is right before COVID had taken over and shut down New York. So it was the one thing I got to do in 2020. And at the art show, a lot of people had asked me are you going to do a comic for it? And I was just laughing because who's got the time to do that, And then of course, just a month or 2 after that, New York gets locked down, and I'm well, I guess I have the time to do that right now. So, it was my COVID project to do this book.
Yeah.
And thank God for that, at least.
Yeah,
I mean
the book's incredible. So, and it's how we got to meet you. So
yeah.
Super stoked
Seriously.
that. COVID sucked, 2020 especially.
Sucks.
Yeah, sucks.
Ongoing.
Let's be honest, it's
ongoing.
not gone. But yeah, and then with that, for the 3 grand prize winners, we will also throw in a T-shirt from our web store, as well as some sponsor packs from our sponsors, Crybaby Craig's and Ray's Energy Drinks. So
I've actually received one of these sponsor packs, and I can say they're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to get that in the mail. I gotta say, that was Christmas when I got it. It's just stuff that I wouldn't think of getting, and it was this is so cool.
What did you think of the hot sauce?
Oh, so I'm a big hot sauce guy. And
Yeah.
I put hot sauce literally on every meal I have, even on my salad, So I always having. I literally have about 12 different hot sauces in my apartment. So just always getting a new one is always fun. For me, I think of what I can pair it with, things like that. It's always great having other options.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
So those are going to be the prizes, and we're going to make it super easy for you guys to enter. We're literally going to just post it to our social medias, Facebook, Instagram. All you have to do is like the post. That's it.
Maybe give us a follow.
Yeah. Please do follow us.
Please do follow. Yeah.
And I will say this. If anyone does make a comment, it would only heighten their chances of winning. So
Agreed.
That little bit of effort. I know it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Not required to enter, but it is looked favorably upon. So yeah. So look for that. we'll we'll keep drawing attention to the giveaway. Probably run for a couple weeks, just like the Lunar New Year celebration, and then
we could run it for like the month of February, I suppose.
The home. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
and then
I'm down with that.
we'll announce the winners at the end of February and get you guys your
And
goodies.
it'll be a cheers to everyone that wins.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So that's our big news, guys. Thank you again, Jerry, for hopping on to.
No, you guys, I really mean this
Doing this
with
with us.
all sincerity. You guys helped spread the word on the book. You genuinely helped make it happen. It means a lot to me. I've said this before. I'm going to always say I don't take that stuff for granted. Anything I can do. It's an honor for me to be able to give them away now. This is why we do it, so that we can do things like this. And with you guys once again helping me spread the word, I think that's amazing. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Dude, we love you. I mean, meeting you in person was so awesome for us. We were just like, we were walking around, and like every time we like got bored, we were just like, should we go back to see Jerry? Let's go back to see Jerry.
So I gotta ask you guys, now that it's been a little while, what was it like attending COVID-Con, New York COVID-Con?
It was so much fun. I'm really genuinely upset that we didn't dress up. Like, seeing how many people were like dressed up and like cool, and people go all out, like everyone's costumes. I was like, holy shit, we should have fucking dressed up. We look so dumb for not dressing up. Like,
what's wild to me is the following week I went to another event, which was just a few blocks from the Javits Center. I was like the New York Wine and Food Festival, something like that. So it was just a ton of booze and some food to eat.
Perfect.
And when I got there, it made me realize how well oiled the New York COVID-Con was. It was so well set up, so well run, because when I got to the Wine and Food Festival, it was like they were checking your vaccination thing like every 3 feet because they didn't know who was checking. It took like an hour with no line, mind you, to enter. There was absolutely no line, and it took longer to get into that festival with no line than it took to get into COVID-Con with a line that was like literally 3 blocks long.
Yeah. I mean, we got in pretty fast.
Yeah, I think 15, 20 minutes, if that.
If that.
And that was because my badge didn't scan at first.
Safe. Like, I don't know about you guys, but it felt safe as an exhibitor being at the COVID-Con.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, that was so much fun. We've been talking about going to another one. We're like, which one are we going to? We got to dress up for it, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Well, I want to go to Tokyo Comic Con this year, boys. If you want to join.
Tokyo. Holy shit! How much is that plane ticket?
And when?
I believe it's typically end of October or early November. Or I might have wrong. It might be end of November, but it's at the end of the year, something like that.
That would be awesome.
It's pretty
We'll
wild.
Talk about
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I've always wanted to go to Tokyo too. So.
Yeah, and I'm just like addicted now. Like, as soon as we like got home, we're like, which one are we going to next? We gotta go to another one. We're like looking up like San Diego, like.
San Diego is really. I mean, it should be on your bucket list. It's I think everyone that's into comics deserves to go to San Diego Comic Con at least once in their life, but and they make it hard. I mean, it is really hard. I've been going. I went to that show for I don't know, like 18 years straight, something like that.
Oh man!
And near the end, I had to give up because it just got so expensive to just be there. Like everything from your flight, the flights flying, at least flying out of New York, what used to be like a $250, $300 flight for that week only shot up to like $1,000.
No way.
You can fly to like Asia for that money,
Yeah.
And then the hotels went from whatever they were, like $120 a night to around $800 a night.
Yeah.
Everything. Taxis got more expensive. Buying a bottle of water got more expensive.
Oh yeah. They just
took advantage of everyone being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read that it's like the biggest thing for San Diego's like economy.
Yeah. Yes.
Is like that.
They really count on it. I mean, I used to ship my stuff to the hotel I'd be staying at, And the first 3 years they charged, I just went there and picked it up, which is what you're supposed to do. But then near the end, and I'm assuming they still do this, they started charging for every box received, whether it was like this or like a box. You still had to pay like $100 to receive a package from them.
Lame.
And it was just so expensive. Like I was spending like $20,000 to be at that show. Like I'm just an independent creator. That was rough.
Yeah.
No
That's
kidding.
crazy.
It really made it as hard as possible.
Damn.
Well, then Tokyo Comic Con might happen first.
But Tokyo, yeah. I mean, you guys, it's worth it. Just to get it's a different atmosphere. The fans there. Not that fans in America are not passionate, but the fans here in America, I feel like it's become a business almost going to these things, like where they know, oh, you got to go to this line and go to that line and hit up this person for that item, and then, like it's become like you have to know what you're doing or else you can't enjoy it. Whereas Tokyo Comic Con it's not that big yet, so you can just show up and have a great time, and the fans are super passionate. I mean, like you want to say like everyone's dressed up at New York. I mean, everyone, and I mean everyone is dressed up in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
It's just they're so like they are super passionate about this, and it's just so much fun, and it just oozes with excitement. Like every step you take, every corner you look at, it's just so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a different atmosphere than you're gonna get at like any of these shows in America.
What's that flight time?
That's right. You hate flying.
I mean, it's been a couple years since I've been allowed to go, so I think it's like 15 hours, something like that.
Woo!
You get used to it. Honestly, I actually don't mind the long flights now.
Really? Yeah,
you're looking on the plane. All you're doing is you're napping, you're drinking, you're eating, and you're watching movies.
I guess, yeah. If there's alcohol involved, I'd probably be fine. I just hate flying, even for like a 2-hour flight. I'm just like.
Oh,
I just shut down before a flight. I'm like,
on the international flights, especially to Asia in particular, so beer and wine is for free, and what's even cooler is they give you bottles of sake.
Oh no, shit!
You get like these small bottles for free, like the small carafe, and you just keep ordering them. Just like you just keep getting pile them up, and then so you sit there, you're watching a movie, you're getting, hammered, and you eat whatever food they give you. It's great. Honestly, I love it,
Yeah.
And no one's texting you. No one's emailing you. Like no one's calling you. You're left alone for 15 hours. And all you do is eat, drink, and watch movies.
Yeah, I could be
I'm
there.
okay with that.
I could be there for that, yeah. That could make it better. That would make it better.
Perfect. All right. Well, Jerry, we don't want to keep you too much later. We do really appreciate you coming back and doing this giveaway with us. We're so excited, and
thank you guys, really.
Yeah, and obviously, when you have new projects coming up, keep us in mind. We'd love to talk to you about them, and have you back on the show again.
We can give away more stuff later on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Alrighty, well, you have a great rest of your night. One last cheers,
guys.
I drank all mine.